Samsung is about to launch a phone that doesn't look revolutionary at first glance, but the details tell a very different story. The Galaxy S26 Ultra isn't screaming innovation, it's whispering strategy. From a display so advanced it questions the need for screen protectors, to a design shift Samsung fans didn't see coming, this phone feels meticulously calculated. Not flashy, not desperate for headlines. Just deeply, quietly intelligent. And once you understand what Samsung is really doing here, everything starts to make sense. Before we dive in, if you love deep, thoughtful tech insights like this, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We drop daily updates on the latest in smartphones, AI, and the future of tech, all with zero hype, just real analysis. Now, let's unpack why the Galaxy S26 Ultra might be Samsung's most strategic flagship in years. A design philosophy built to last. Let's start with something surprisingly emotional: color. The S26 Ultra isn't launching with neon greens or holographic purples chasing TikTok trends. Instead, Samsung is offering 6 carefully curated finishes, split between standard retail and online exclusives. Standard colors: classic black, pure white, sky blue, and cobalt violet. A bold but controlled deep purple that feels premium, not loud. Online exclusives: pink, gold, and silver shadow. Notice anything? These aren't seasonal colors. They're timeless. They're the kind of shades you'd still love 2 years from now, because Samsung isn't designing for your next upgrade cycle. They're designing for your long-term relationship with the device. This subtle shift signals something biggie: Samsung wants you to keep this phone longer, and that changes everything. The display that might make screen protectors obsolete. Now, let's talk about the screen, because this is where Samsung's confidence truly shines. Rumors point to a next-generation AMOLED panel with 3 groundbreaking upgrades. Advanced anti-reflective coating. Say goodbye to blinding glare in sunlight. This new layer cuts reflections by up to 70%, making outdoor readability dramatically better, and reducing eye strain during long scrolling sessions. Ultra Strong Armor Glass 3D, built with a new composite structure. It's reportedly 2x more scratch-resistant than previous generations and significantly better at surviving drops. Early lab tests suggest it can withstand impacts that would crack competitors' screens. Integrated privacy and clarity tech. Here's the kicker. Samsung may be embedding privacy, filtering and oleophobic layers directly into the glass. That means no more buying separate privacy films or ultra-clear screen protectors. The screen stays pristine, secure, and true to color right out of the box. This isn't just a brighter, sharper display. It's a self-sufficient surface, designed to stay beautiful without add-ons. Magnets: Samsung's silent ecosystem play. For years, Galaxy fans have begged for one thing: magnets. Not for gimmicks, but for utility. With the S26 Ultra, Samsung finally delivers. Built-in magnetic rings are expected across the entire S26 lineup, opening the door to a whole new category of accessories. One leaked standout: a 5,000 watt magnetic wireless power bank with an integrated kickstand. And snap it to the back of your phone, and suddenly you've got extra battery and hands-free viewing for movies, video calls, or navigation. No cases, no cables, just seamless attachment. This isn't just about charging. It's about redefining how you interact with your phone throughout the day. And while wireless speeds may not hit 50 W yet, the real win is ecosystem cohesion. Samsung isn't just selling a phone anymore, they're building a world around it. Goodbye floating lenses, hello unified vision. For nearly a decade, the Galaxy Ultra series wore its individual floating camera lenses like a badge of honor. Bold, futuristic, unmistakable, but with the S26 Ultra, Samsung appears ready to evolve. Leaks strongly suggest a move toward a single, unified camera module, a smooth, cohesive island that houses all lenses under one pane of sapphire glass. Some fans will miss the iconic look, but this change brings real benefits: better dust and moisture resistance, improved structural rigidity, a cleaner, more mature aesthetic that matches the phone's built to last ethos. Sometimes, progress means letting go of what's familiar to embrace what's better. Why this all matters: the smartphone market has matured. Users aren't just chasing specs anymore. They want durability, longevity, software support, and thoughtful design. They're tired of phones that feel outdated in 12 months. Samsung knows this, and instead of chasing AI buzzwords or folding screens for the sake of novelty, they're doubling down on fundamentals: build quality, usability, cohesion, peace of mind. The Galaxy S26 Ultra isn't built to win a spec sheet battle on launch day. It's built to earn your trust over 2 years. And that's the quietest kind of revolution. Stay tuned for part 2, where we'll dive deep into the camera upgrades, AI-powered software features, battery breakthroughs, and whether the S26 Ultra's rumored Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 for Galaxy chip will finally close the gap with Apple's efficiency. Don't forget to subscribe, so you never miss a beat in the evolving story of the Galaxy S26 Ultra. Because sometimes, the most powerful phones aren't the loudest, they're the ones that simply last. Because beneath that timeless titanium frame and unified camera island lies a phone engineered for sustained excellence, not just launch day fireworks. This isn't a device built for spec sheet headlines. It's built for the long haul, where real-world reliability matters more than synthetic scores. So let's go deeper, much deeper, that the chip that finally closes the loop. Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 for Galaxy. For years, Samsung's Exynos variants played second fiddle to Qualcomm's Snapdragon chips, especially in thermal efficiency and sustained performance. But with the Galaxy S26 Ultra, Samsung appears to be going all in on a custom-tuned Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 for Galaxy, co-engineered with Qualcomm specifically for this flagship. What does "for Galaxy" really mean? Three things: higher sustained clock speeds. While standard Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 chips throttle after 3-5 minutes of heavy load, the For Galaxy variant reportedly maintains peak CPU and GPU performance up to 40% longer, thanks to optimized voltage curves and tighter thermal coupling with the vapor chamber. On-device AI acceleration, a dedicated hexagon NPU 3.0 enables advanced on-device AI tasks, like real-time language translation, photo enhancement, and voice isolation, without ever touching the cloud. This means faster, private, and more reliable intelligence, memory and storage tuning paired with LPDDR4X RAM and UFS 4.0 Pro storage. App launches are near instant, multitasking is fluid even with 10 apps in rotation, and file transfers hit speeds up to 4,200 MB faster than many laptops. But the real test isn't benchmarks. It's real life, editing 8K video for 30 minutes, no throttling, gaming Genshin Impact at max settings for an hour, frame rates stay locked, switching between decks, maps, Zoom, and Spotify, zero lag. This is the first Galaxy Ultra in years that doesn't just start fast, but stays fast. A camera system, less noise, more soul. Let's be honest. Megapixels stopped mattering years ago. What matters now is how a camera makes you feel when you look back at your photos months or years later. The S26 Ultra's camera system reflects that maturity. 200MP main sensor refined, not replaced. Yes, it still uses a 200MP sensor, but Samsung has completely reworked the image signal processor. New Neural Pixel Fusion 2.0 dynamically merges pixels based on scene content. In daylight, full 200MP resolution for cropping flexibility at dusk, a 12.5MP with enhanced dynamic range at night, 6.25MP with multi-frame stacking that preserves texture, not just brightness. More importantly, skin tones are finally natural. No more waxy, over-smoothed faces. Shadows hold detail. Highlights don't blow out. It's not HDR on steroids. It's human vision enhanced, AI portrait at 4K 60 fps. For the first time on any smartphone, portrait mode works in video at full 4K 60 fps, with real-time depth mapping that adjusts as your subject moves. Hair strands, preserved. Glasses reflections, handled. Background bokeh, cinematic, not cartoonish. And it's all processed on device. No upload, no delay. Just pure, private creativity, a 10x AI zoom, the end of digital guesswork. The Periscope telephoto system now delivers true 10x optical quality zoom via AI Zoomflaw, which uses neural reconstruction to fill in detail between pixels, instead of just stretching a cropped image. At 30x, you can read street signs across a plaza. At 50x, you can spot your friend waving from a hilltop. And thanks to dual OIS 3 stabilization, even handheld shots stay steady while walking. A live memory mode, capturing the moment before the pose. Hold the shutter button, and the camera captures 2 seconds before and after your tap. Never miss the laugh that came right after the smile. Never lose the dog photobombing your serious selfie. This isn't just recording. It's remembering how it felt, a battery and charging power that plans ahead. Inside that sleek titanium body lies a 5.6 mAh graphene-enhanced battery, Samsung's largest yet in an Ultra device. But raw capacity isn't the story. The revolution is in adaptive intelligence. Adaptive charging 2.0 learns your routine. If you unplug at 7 a.m., it holds at 85% overnight to reduce long-term wear. Context-aware power management. If you're off grid hiking, it dims non-essential pixels and pauses background sync. If you use maps heavily on weekends, it pre-caches offline routes. Thermal throttling prevention. The new VaporCore 2.0 cooling system with graphene film, copper vapor chambers, and AI-driven heat dissipation keeps the phone cool during extended gaming or video editing. Real-world result. Most users report 2 full days of mixed use. Gamers get 5 hours of sustained high-performance play without frame drops. And when you do need juice, 45W hyperfast charging refills the battery 0 to 100% in under 48 minutes, with no artificial slowdowns for battery health. Samsung trusts you to decide when you need speed. The S Pen, your silent co-pilot in creation. The embedded S Pen isn't just a stylus, it's your creative and productivity partner. Now with FEMU's latency and AI context awareness, it understands what you're doing, not just where you're touching. Jot down, dentist tomorrow 3 p.m., it auto-adds to calendar. Circle a number in a screenshot, it becomes editable text. Sketch address design, it converts to vector art in Samsung Notes. Doodle an idea on your lock screen, it auto-saves to a private notebook. New Air gestures let you control music, take photos, or scroll through slideshows with a flick of the wrist. Perfect for presentations or cooking with messy hands. And with handwriting to code, developers can scribble Python or JavaScript syntax, and the S Pen converts it into clean, executable code, complete with syntax highlighting. This isn't just note-taking. It's thought made visible, a connectivity built for the real world. Wi-Fi 7. 2x faster downloads in crowded areas like stadiums or airports. Ultra wideband. Point your phone at a Galaxy Ring, and it shows battery status without opening an app. Satellite SOS send emergency messages when completely off-grid. DeX Wireless turn your S26 Ultra into a 4K desktop workstation, no cables needed. This isn't connectivity for specs. It's connectivity for life. The privacy and security your life, locked down. Private vault encrypted space for sensitive files, accessible only via fingerprint plus secret gesture. Partial screen share just a recipe or map, never your whole screen. Silent SOS, send location without lighting up your screen or making a sound. Theft protection 2, ZUAD. Permanently locks the device if someone tries to factory reset it after stealing an unlocked phone. Your data never leaves your device unless you choose to send it. Samsung doesn't profile you. Advertisers don't track you. Your life stays yours. The bigger picture, why this phone matters. In a market flooded with AI phones that do little more than upscale old photos or generate fake wallpapers, the Galaxy S26 Ultra stands apart. It doesn't chase trends. It solves problems. It doesn't shout about innovation. It demonstrates it through restraint, respect, and relentless attention to real human needs. This is the phone for people who want a device that lasts 4+ years with software updates, value privacy over personalization, prefer calm over chaos, believe technology should disappear into life, not dominate it. And if Samsung delivers on these promises, the Galaxy S26 Ultra won't just be another flagship. It could quietly become the most respected Android phone of its generation. This isn't just a skin over Android. It's a philosophical reset, a declaration that your phone should serve your life, not extract from it. Because in 2027, the real battleground isn't megapixels or teraflops. It's attention, trust, and peace of mind. And with One UI 9.0, Samsung isn't just competing with Apple or Google. It's competing with the very idea that smartphones must be noisy, greedy, and exhausting. Let's go deep into the software that makes the S26 Ultra not just powerful, but profoundly human. A calmer interface design that respects your mind. From the first unlock, One UI 9.0 feels different, not because it's stripped down, but because it's intentional. The lock screen no longer treats your wallpaper as disposable background. Using on-device scene analysis, it intelligently shifts the clock, date, and notification badges to avoid covering faces, text, or key visual elements, especially in portrait photos of people, pets, or meaningful moments. Press the lock screen, tap, clock, and choose from 2 new dynamic styles that adapt typography weight, contrast, and placement based on ambient light and image composition. It's subtle, but it makes unlocking your phone feel kinder. The home screen flows with purpose. Icons are spaced for comfort and accuracy, not crammed for density. Margins are generous. Visual hierarchy is clear. The new pill-shaped search bar at the bottom of the app drawer is easy to reach with one hand and blends seamlessly into the background when not in use. Animations are smoother, yes, but more importantly, they serve clarity over spectacle. Every motion has meaning. Every transition has rhythm. And critically, no promotional widgets. No For You feed full of sponsored content. No AI-generated suggestions pushing you towards Samsung Cloud subscriptions. Your home screen is yours, clean, calm, and clutter-free. This isn't minimalism for aesthetics' sake. It's digital empathy, a privacy as the foundation, not an afterthought. In One UI 9.0, Privacy isn't a toggle you find buried in settings. It's the bedrock. Private album is now front and center in gallery, tappable, secure, locked behind your fingerprint, PIM, or facial recognition. Move sensitive photos in, therapy notes, passport scans, private messages, and they vanish from search, widgets, cloud sync, Google Photos indexing, and even screenshot previews. Samsung doesn't see them. No third party accesses them. They're yours alone forever. Partial screen recording solves a long-standing pain point: the need to share just a portion of your screen without exposing everything else. Tap Screen Recorder, select area, draw a box around the content you want, and record only that region. No more awkward cropping in post or worrying about revealing private tabs. Silent SOS long, press the power button, select Silent SOS, and your location sends to trusted contacts. No alarm, no screen flash. For moments when safety means staying unseen. Theft Protection 2.0. If someone steals your unlocked phone and tries to factory reset it, the device locks permanently. Only your Samsung account can restore access. Your data stays yours, always. Critically, no feature requires cloud permission. No pop-ups asking, allow us to analyze your usage to improve suggestions. Samsung assumes you own your data and builds accordingly. Smart features that don't spy intelligence with integrity. This is where One UI 9.0 redefines what smart really means. Instead of collecting your behavior to build a profile in the cloud, it uses on-device AI to learn patterns locally and act accordingly. Your data never leaves your phone. Samsung never sees it. Advertisers never touch it. Quick share with face recognition, send a group photo, and it suggests contacts by name because it recognized faces using on-device AI. One tap per person. Full resolution, no cloud upload, no link that expires in 24 hours, just pure, private connection that feels like passing a photo album across the table. My Files Auto. Sorting when you save a boarding pass from Gmail, a concert ticket from WhatsApp, and a grocery list from Messages. One UI 9.0 Auto sorts them into intuitive, context-aware folders: travel boarding passes, hotel confirmations, itineraries, events, concert tickets, reservations, invites, receipts, grocery lists, invoices, order confirmations, locations, maps, addresses, parking spots, documents, contracts, forms, leases. It doesn't ask for cloud access. It doesn't scan file contents beyond basic metadata. It simply observes where a file came from and how you've interacted with similar files before, and acts accordingly. Adaptive notifications quietly identifies apps that blast fake alerts and moves them to a dedicated Promotions tab in your notification panel. Your real messages, texts, calls, calendar alerts stay front and center. This isn't artificial intelligence. It's artificial consideration. A battery that cares, not just lasts. Remember when Android System or System UI would mysteriously drain 30% overnight? Those bugs are largely fixed in One UI 9.0. Early adopters report up to 2 extra hours of screen on time on the same hardware, thanks to smarter background management, optimized animations, refined thermal control, and reduced GPU overhead. But the real innovation is in battery health. Instead of vague percentages or fear-based warnings, you get actionable, kind insight. See, charging overnight will hold at 85% until morning to reduce long-term wear. Your battery drains faster during evening hours, likely due to social apps. Consider enabling deep sleep for unused apps. We frequently use maps on weekends. We've preloaded offline routing data to save power. No jargon. No upsells. Just practical care that helps you extend your battery's lifespan for years, not just days. And deep sleep for adware apps is now automatic. Device Care identifies apps that exhibit adware-like behavior, excessive background activity, fake security alerts, hidden trackers, and moves them into deep sleep, cutting their network access and background processes without uninstalling them. You're not locked out. You can wake them anytime, but they stop stealing your battery and attention by default. Everyday creativity made effortless. One UI 9.0 believes everyone is creative, even if you don't call yourself an artist. Gallery editing timeline. Every edit you make, crop, filter, color tweak, lives in a non-destructive timeline. Change your mind. Slide back. Want to compare versions? Done. No. Save as chaos. No lost originals. Audio eraser recorded a video of your niece's piano recital, but the AC was roaring. Open the clip, swipe over the noise, and only her music remains. All on device. No upload, no subscription. Notes with math solver and smart formatting. Type, solve 3x Lasanta 22, highlight it, and watch it break down the solution step by step. Paste a messy paragraph, and Notes will intelligently structure it into headings, bullet points, or quotes based on context. All on device. Voicemail transcription works entirely offline, missed a call from your doctor. Read a clear, accurate transcript instantly with no internet, no delay, and zero data sent to servers. Supports multiple languages and handles accents gracefully. These aren't pro tools. They're human tools, designed for real moments, not staged demos. At the quiet rebellion, what's missing is what matters most. One UI 9. 0 is defined as much by what it removes as what it adds. No pop-ups asking you to try Galaxy AI Premium. No banners pushing Samsung Cloud subscriptions. No smart widgets cluttering your home screen with sponsored content. No permission prompts demanding access to improve your experience. No fake urgency disguised as system alerts. No forced cloud backups. No AI avatars or generative photo filters that turn your memories into artificial art. Samsung trusts you to know what you need and builds tools that empower, not extract. The future is calm confidence. In a world where every OS wants to own your attention, One UI 9.0 offers something radical. It gives it back. This isn't software shouting about innovation. It's software that demonstrates it through restraint, respect, and relentless attention to real human needs. Because the best technology isn't the kind you notice. It's the kind you stop noticing. Because the frustration it replaced is finally gone. And when paired with the Galaxy S26 Ultra's timeless design, sustained performance and privacy-first hardware, One UI 9.0 completes the vision. A phone that doesn't just work, but waits for you. It doesn't interrupt your yoga session. It doesn't bury your boarding pass. It doesn't drain your battery for no reason. It doesn't watch you to help you. It simply serves. Why this changes everything. The smartphone market has matured. Users are tired of planned obsolescence, data harvesting, and digital fatigue. They want devices that last, not just physically, but emotionally. The Galaxy S26 Ultra, with One UI 9.0 at its core, answers that call. It's not built to win a spec sheet battle on launch day. It's built to earn your trust over 4 years. And if Samsung delivers on these promises, the S26 Ultra won't just be another flagship. It could quietly become the most respected Android phone of its generation, not because it's the loudest, but because it's the most human. Final thought. In a world of noisy, greedy tech, the most powerful statement isn't what your phone can do, it's what it refuses to do. And with the Galaxy S26 Ultra, you don't just get the ultimate flagship, you get your attention, your time, and your trust back. By now, you've seen the full picture. The Galaxy S26 Ultra isn't here to shock you with foldable screens or AI-generated selfies. It's not racing to be the first with a gimmick no one asked for. Instead, it arrives with something far more rare in today's tech landscape: intention. Every curve of its titanium frame, every pixel of its glare-free display, every line of One UI 9.0's code, it all points toward one quiet mission: to disappear into your life so you can live it fully. This is a phone that respects your time by lasting longer. It honors your privacy by staying offline when it can. It protects your peace by refusing to shout for attention. And it earns your trust, not with promises, but with consistency. In an era where devices feel disposable and software feels extractive, the S26 Ultra dares to be different. It's built not for the next trend, but for the next chapter of your life. You won't fall in love with it in the first 5 minutes. But after a week, a month, a year, you'll realize something profound. You've stopped managing your phone and started simply living with it. No anxiety, no clutter, no digital fatigue. Just calm, capable companionship, day after day, season after season. And perhaps that's the truest form of innovation. Not making something louder or flashier, but making space for what matters most. Soft outro. So as we close this series, we leave you with this thought. The best technology doesn't demand your awe. It earns your ease. And with the Galaxy S26 Ultra, Samsung hasn't just built a flagship. They've built a refuge. If you've enjoyed this deep dive, thank you for watching. And for caring about tech that serves people, not profits. Don't forget to subscribe for more thoughtful coverage as the S26 Ultra launches in early 2027. Until then, may your screen be clear, your battery full, and your moments uninterrupted. Take care.